Hey, what are you doing in there?
Hi!
Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of, I think I'm calling this the electric comeback. Welcome back to the channel. Week 2. So I just edited the first vlog, and I realized I left some information out that some of you might want to know. My starting weight. So I would say throughout my injury, I was working out every single day throughout my injury, at least cardio, but my diet, I would say, was 85%, 90% on track. So I was always like 215 pounds when I would weigh myself. I would weigh myself maybe once a month. So I was expecting about a 215 when I stepped on the scale last week on Monday, and I was 225. I was 230 something, 232, I believe, when I started my prep last year. So I'm lower in weight, but I definitely have less muscle mass than I did last year because of the injury. So what this video series is going to do for me is just keep me accountable to make sure that I keep pumping out these videos, to make sure I keep vlogging and tracking all these workouts, how much weight I'm doing, what I'm eating, how many calories I'm eating, how many protein, carbs, fats. So thank you guys all. This is like a huge tool for me to keep this 12-week transformation going. What else am I missing that I wanted to say? I think that's it. It was a good first week. I had a 7-pound drop. So 225 minus 7 is 218 pounds. I'm gonna expect 1 to 2 pounds a week going forward, possibly even less than that, because I really hope to gain some muscle mass as well. So Monday, which means legs. I don't think I'm gonna record today. I really just want to be in the moment and make sure I dominate this leg workout. Since I've been injured, I've came to appreciate leg workouts even more. It is for sure my favorite day of the week because I know I can go 120% and not worry about an injury, unlike my arm. But we're getting there, and I'm excited to slowly increase the weight every week for my upper body workouts. That's it. 7 days down, 77 to go. Let's get it. Now we're going to move into the fun part, because when you're dieting, you cannot wait to eat your first meal. Surprisingly, throughout, this is day 10, my hunger hasn't been that bad. I'm eating about 2,200 calories a day, and these workouts have been intense, but yeah. So breakfast. So breakfast consists of 5 items. Your carb source is coming from organic, gluten-free oats. We just keep them in a tub here because we run through these oats very, very quickly. Do I have the brand available to show you? I don't. But I just make sure they don't have to be gluten-free. They don't have to be organic. But when you can, it's beneficial. So organic, gluten-free oats. Next up is the protein source. We're going to throw in 1 scoop of the MRE Light from Redcon 1. I've been using this protein for 4 to 5 years now. It mixes the best I've ever had out of any protein with oats. This is the waffles and syrup flavor. It reminds me of if you were just to buy the Quaker oats, the pre-made in the packages, like the brown sugar cinnamon. This is what it reminds me of taste-wise. It tastes delicious. And we actually just ordered 4 different flavors of this. So if I get sick of this flavor, move on to blueberry, move on to strawberry shortcake, move on to cookies and cream, move on to cookie rocket pop or whatever we ordered. Next up is your healthy fats, is your almond butter. When it comes to nut butters, I try and stay away from peanut butter when I'm dieting. Peanut butter is fine. Especially when you're trying to put on some size. I just really prefer almond butter if you're going to use a nut butter. That's why nut butters kind of get a bad reputation, just because it's so easy to eat and it's so dense in fats. For example, for one serving of this, which I'm only going to use a half a serving, one serving of this is about 200 calories and it's 16 grams of fats. So nut butters are so easy to eat. If you're bulking, I highly recommend eating a lot more nut butters, but when you're prepping or when you're cutting, I don't know if I'm prepping, just keep it very minimal. And then I have my Mediterranean sea salts, which I put on every single meal, no matter what it is. And then I also throw in some sprinkles of some ground cinnamon. So let's get this concoction started. Before I get started, if you're dieting, this is mandatory to get a food scale that shows you exactly how much food you're eating. This is a must. It's not negotiable. If you want to take your weight loss serious and your fitness journey serious, you have to know exactly what you are putting in your body. So I highly recommend a scale, especially a scale that has by grams, because it makes it even more specific to what you are going. If you do ounces, that's fine, but it's not always going to be exactly, because I think there's 28 grams in an ounce. So you just got to do the math every time there. But we're looking for 45 grams of oats. It's about a half a cup for me, a little bit more, 46. I'm that guy that is OCD about this stuff. I somehow took some out. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So 45 grams on the dot. We need to put some water in. When I'm dieting, I like my oatmeal a little bit more soupier because it's more volume. It's not, I don't like eating anything dry when I'm prepping. So we're gonna throw this in the microwave for 2 minutes. So I will see you in 2 minutes. All right, oatmeal is done. We stir it up, see how it's still a little watery and soupy. That's just fine, because once we put this protein in and our almond butter, it will make it a nice consistency. So next up, we have the MRE Light. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but I am gonna do it on the scale. 1 scoop of this protein is 29 grams. So we just wanna make sure sometimes there's not enough powder in a scoop, but that one looks pretty good. And let's see if it's exactly 29. See, 27. So you want to make sure, this is why you have a scale, to get the same exact amounts of protein every single day, because once you start cutting calories out, you want to know exactly where it's coming from. All right, so that is ready to go. Now, next up is the almond butter, and here's the pro tip on why you need a scale, especially for almond butter. This is what you do. You put your jar of almond butter on the scale, like so. You zero it out. So we need to have 16 grams of almond butter in our oats right now. So it's gonna give us about 7-8 grams of fat. So this is what you do. All you do is just take some out. Look at that, exactly 16. So this means this is 16 grams of almond butter. And all we do, throw it in there. I have 2 spoons in there, don't know why. All right, guys, and there we have it. This meal is 400 calories. We have 180 calories from the organic gluten-free oats. We have 130 calories from the protein powder, and then we have 90 calories from the almond butter, which equals 400 calories, and it will fill me up and last me for about 2.5-3 hours. Let's eat.
What's up, guys? We're back in the gym here. I realized that I promised you guys a chest workout yesterday. Chest workout was great. Didn't film it. Was just locked into the workout. My buddy Josh works out with me every Tuesday and Thursday, so I really make sure to make those training sessions count for him, because I'm still training him. I'm still pushing him to get over his boundaries. The guy's come a long way. I will eventually put like a before and after of him before he met me to meeting me and to working out with me on a weekly basis. But instead, I'm going to show you guys my ab workout. I do abs twice a week. I might crank it up to 3 times a week, closer to the end of the 12-week transformation. But like I said, I'm just following a plan. And yeah, so when it comes to abs, 3 things I always do. A crunch, like a leg raise, because crunch is for upper abs, leg raise is for lower abs. And I always do oblique twists. You guys have seen that before. I don't use any weight when it comes to oblique twists, because the last thing I want is a thicker waist. I want the smallest waist possible. Just giving that V taper and to make me look even bigger up top, and obviously the tree trunks of the legs. So let's get this abs going.
All right, guys, I realized that the audio on that last video wasn't the greatest because of the TV in the background. So I'm just going to do an audio clip over the ab exercises here. So starting off with the crunches. So I did 4 sets each of the circuit, starting off with the crunches here. You want to go slow on the negative, see, when I'm going back, and then you want to explode, but you want to be contracting the abs the whole time. You want to work the top of your abs here. So you can lean over a little bit just to make sure that it focuses more on your upper abs. But you just want to make sure that the contraction is there the whole time and you're not pushing the bars here. A lot of gyms don't have this machine, so this would just be a simple, you can do a crunch on a decline bench. You can do crunches with the cables and the kneeling cable curls for just 2 things, examples there. But yeah, this just has really good contraction, and I was doing 14 to 18 reps, just like I was doing on every other exercise this week. So I treat abs exactly the way I treat every other body part, and I make sure to rest and recover. All right, next up we have the lying leg raises. So here I'm going to show you how I put my hands under my butt. And the reason why I do that is it stops me from getting any extra momentum and using my arms to swing up. See, slow on the negative, explode up and contract the abs. Breathing is really big when you do ab exercises. So for here, I'm breathing out there, so I'm going down, breathing in, and now I'm exhaling to make sure I get that full contraction. I'm basically trying to bring my belly button up into like my chest area, if that makes sense. And for the curls, you're doing the opposite. You want to move your upper down into your belly button. These get really hard, especially when you're doing a superset. I was cramping. So after that, we are going to move on into the oblique twists. And I did these every day in prep, and I still do them every day. I usually do them after cardio. But it's simple, but it's a lot harder than it looks. You want to flex your abs and your obliques so that you're not swaying. So the only reason why you're moving back and forth is because your obliques are pushing you the opposite way. This really helps to keep a tighter waist, especially when you're dieting.
We're back and we're on the golf course. I just finished up shoulders and abs, and I realized it's 60 degrees outside and I'm not going to get much days like this to golf. So I said, screw it. So I'm out here. I pretty much have the whole course to myself. I want to play 18 holes. I'm on hole number 3. And I thought I would take you guys along with me for this hole. So we have a 370-yard par 4. It is a 5 handicap. So the 5th hardest hole at Red Run. Like I said, 370 dog leg right. I'm going to try and pump this driver to the left of the front bunker here. Put me about 270, hopefully. So give me like a wedge in. So here we go. Let's see how I do. Should be good. Fairway left side, a little bit more left than I wanted, but we're on the fairway and we should have a clear look at it. Let's go see the next shot. All right, it was a solid drive. We have 110 to the front of the green. Flag is little front middle. I'm gonna guess 120 to the flag. I got my 50 degree in my hand. It's probably my most comfortable club.
Bend it. A little short of the green. I'm gonna have a chip and a putt. Hopefully I can get up and down for par. Up like that. Maybe it's because I'm on camera. But I got a 60 degree in hand. I need to get up over this bunker and land this hopefully close to the pin for par. All right, we got about an 8-footer for par. Good par. We're back in the cart here. It is just hit onto the green on hole 8. It's a par 3 over the water. It was 152 yards today using an 8-iron, a boom around the green. And now is the important part, because this is one thing I do. What am I trying to say? This is one thing that I know when I start doing this is when I'm committed to like a diet or a transformation or a prep or just whatever, is when I bring my chicken and rice with me on the golf course. Post-workout, I had my post-workout shake. It had 50 grams of carbohydrates and I had 25 grams of protein. And then an hour later, I always have a solid meal, which consists of 150 grams of cooked chicken breast and then 200 grams of jasmine rice. And I just put salt and pepper on for seasoning. No veggies in this meal. You want post-workout, you want the protein and the carbs to digest as quickly as possible. So you don't want any fiber and you don't want any fats in your post-workout meal. So if you have any fats in your post-workout meal and you're serious about becoming a bodybuilder or serious about physical changes, yeah, get rid of fats and fiber in your post-workout meal. But I'm going to finish up this round. I'm actually getting tired. I was thinking about maybe only doing 9, but I'm doing 18. So maybe I'll pop back in, maybe I won't. I'm not really playing that well, so if I start playing well, we'll see. What is going on, you guys? Today is Sunday, October 15th? I could be wrong. End of the week. This is how I'm going to end this week's vlog. This vlog was a little all over the place. I took you along on the golf course with me. I showed you an ab routine I do twice a week in my morning routine on exactly what I do. And then I head to Tampa Bay tomorrow. So next week's content is going to be live when I record it from Florida. So it's cool. I'm going to play golf with my dad and then a bunch of work stuff. But anyways, I am headed downtown right now to support my wife, Meghan. She is running the half marathon, Detroit Free Press half marathon, where she goes into Canada and then comes all the way back and finishes in Detroit. So I'm going to meet her at the finish line. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's not a runner. Like, she'll even be the first to admit it. She doesn't have the right running mechanics. She has very bad knees. She has a lot of prior injuries to her ankles, but love her so much, so proud of her. I'm going to surprise her with a few of her favorite treats. I'm going to go stop and go get those at 7-Eleven. And then this is how we're going to end the vlog, with hopefully a few clips of Meghan and her crossing the finish line. So go Meghan! Meghan just crossed the finish line at 2 hours and 50 minutes. So now we're just waiting for her to meet up with me.
Hi! I did it!
2 hours and 50 minutes.
Not that fast.
That was less than 3 hours. I got something for you.
Oh my god. Nah, thank you. I can't eat this right now though.
Why?
Oh my god.
You want to drink this?
I'm gonna eat my banana and then I'll take that.
Okay, I'll meet you over there.
All right, love you.
You want me to hold on to that for you?
Yeah.
Put it up back up here. All right, see you over there.
Bye.
How'd you do?
Phones out. Was it really less than 3 hours?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's insane.
I know, you did so well.
My legs hurt really bad. They're like numb. I need to like walk this off for a little bit.
Let's go walk.
Woo!
Gotta get her on camera eating a banana.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Oh, you want me to pose with her? Or like...
How good's that banana?
This is what kept me going the whole race. I'm like, I just can't wait to eat that banana.
So the Kit Kats and the Reese's, you're like, fuck yeah, I want a
I
banana.
didn't know they were gonna happen. I knew this was a guarantee.
Best banana
It's
you've
the
ever
best
had?
banana. It's so perfect. Look at it. Perfect color, perfect shade of yellow, no bruises. So good.